he had watched Chris Boucher's film and kind of playing style. Can you just talk a little bit more about him? How do you envision him kind of fitting in, and how would you describe what he's like as a player?
You know, I think that he can really run. He's very mobile for his size. Love his ability to block shots and the timing on that. You know, he saw where we allowed Chris to shoot threes and encouraged it, you know, to spread the floor. And he's a good shooter. You know, I think as his shot develops, as his game develops, that'll really be a weapon for him. So, you know, he's a good player, and we're excited about, you know, helping him grow, helping him develop. You know, I think getting stronger. I don't think he's ever going to be big. You know, it's just so we're just going to develop who he is and try to make him a better version of what he is, and that's shooting the ball, handling it. He's a good passer, but that shot blocking is very unique. And he saw what Chris did for us. He saw what Jordan did for us, and I think he really relishes that role of being a rim protector.
Dana, historically, the Oregon basketball program isn't known as one of, you know, the storied traditional programs that have had a lot of success. But when you look at the case of someone like Bol Bol, who chooses Oregon over Kentucky, what do you think that does for the trajectory of what, you know, this program can be? And what's your biggest selling point to these recruits? You know, why is Oregon able to get the #1 recruiting class?
Well, the last couple of years we've had some success. You know, we've won more games. We've finished higher than Duke and Kentucky the last 2 years. That's history to those guys. You know, they don't look long all the way back. They look last couple of years. We finished higher than both those guys. You know, so that helps us. I could mention the Elite Eight and the Final Four. You know, 5 straight trips to the NCAA tournament. As those guys have been growing up, you know, we've had a Sweet 16, a Final 8, and a Final 4. So, you know, I think that helps us. I think our style helps us. You know, we still run and press a little bit and push the ball and let guys play. So, you know, I think that really does help us.
Dana, a question about the PK80 with Phil Knight being the inspiration for that. Can you just describe what your relationship has been with Phil over the years, what he's meant to your program and college basketball in general?
Well, he's been unbelievable to me. You know, from the first conversation 7.5 years ago, you know, he's been very supportive. Regardless, he's never put any pressure on us. He's never, you know, he wants us to be successful. Heck, puts his son's name on the arena. You know, there's a certain amount of pride that goes into that, and you know, he wants us to be successful. But I've never felt any pressure or anything like that. And personally, you know, every time I see him, he and Penny are very nice, very supportive, and what he's meant to college basketball. You know, his vision a number of years ago to, you know, get colleges in Nike, you know, to really promote the game. You know, he was a visionary there, and you know, when it got started, those original coaches, you know, that was big for the school, that was big for them, and it still is. I mean, it's big for Oregon to have that support, all the programs, you know, with the Nike gear and so forth. So, you know, this is a tribute to him. I think, you know, the 16 schools there are all very honored to beat Nike schools, and, you know, I think it'll be a great tournament.
Troy said that you only talked one time about him for the one and done discussion, and that helped him. How much did that come up at all with guys like Bol Bol and Lou King and the other guys?
You know, with Lou, it didn't come up much. You know, Bol, you know, that's just pretty much a foregone conclusion. You know, I mean, he's not going to grow anymore. It's development, you know, so I'd be shocked if, you know, he didn't. but we didn't talk about it. You know, I just kind of assumed that. You know, he's a unique talent, and you know, our job is to, you know, get him here in the summer and help him grow as a person. You know, get him some classes, communication classes, things that will help him. Some finance classes that will help him, and then, you know, try to help him as a player. So, you know, to be maturing, growing as a young man, and helping him as a player.
Anything else for Coach?
All right, thanks.